YouTube, what's going on? It's outside Drew, outside. Top of the AM, top of the grind. Good morning, y'all. Let's get right to it, man. Russell Westbrook called it a wrap. 18 years, got a lot of accolades. They were saying how Sacramento and DC was looking to sign him, but I mean, something tells me. Good morning. Something tells me. Something tells me that I understand Russell's getting up there in age. What's good, Chad? Good morning, brother. All right. Yeah, I understand Russ was getting up there in age, 18 years and so on. But I think he didn't want to come off the bench. Or some G shit. The last couple of years, coming off the bench, he ain't been starting. And I think that probably kind of, ate him up. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. KD's still balling. Harden's still balling. KD did what he had to do, man. He left, got 2 chips. Could have got 3 with Brooklyn if it wasn't for that pandemic. But, it is what it is. Man gonna do what a man gonna do. Harden's still doing what Harden do, I don't think Harden will ever get a chip, personally. Especially how he be playing the playoffs and all that. I mean, despite my Knicks, they did what they did. But, I really don't think Harden's going to get a chip. Real talk. Man, it was real with Russell Westbrook, man. I enjoyed watching him play. Mr. Triple-Double. Guy 6'3". Was the LeBron James of point guards at one time. 6'3", dominant, explosive, streaky shooter, but attack the rim with force, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, it's what it is, man. 18 years, you did all you could, you know what I'm saying? Life goes on. He's set for life financial wise. I know he's into the fashion and so on. So, he got a lot of other things going on, after retirement of basketball. You know what I mean? So Westbrook and the fam, he gonna be alright. He's set for life. Plus, he a West Coast cat. West Coast dudes, they look out for each other. Despite they got their politics and all that, but they look out for each other. It is what it is. So yeah. Side note, DeMar DeRozan is still out there. Another West Coast dude. I believe he got 16, 17 years in. He's out there. Heaven knows what team, will sign him. He's going to have to come off the bench too as well. The way how the league is going, after like 14, 15, 16, 17 years in, and if you still in the league, count your blessings. Because after I say your 14, 15 year and so on, it's pretty much a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Having those, if a team is going to, sign you up, you know what I mean? Even if you wanted to take, the veteran minimum deal, whatever, it's up to the organization. They want to sign you. They want, an older body. You know, a lot of these GMs and managements and so on, you know, they want young, fresh legs. They want guys who's in their prime. Superstar, star, role player, or whatever. So yeah, Kuminga name is still out there. I don't know. Man. It's it's a lot of names that's still out there. Cam Thomas, you know, this is just on the side note. Bruce Brown, you know, some good names, some good ballers that's out there. And those three guys, Bruce Brown, Cam, and Kuminga, they still got some years in them to ball. You know, but you know, politics and who you know. You know, the NBA streets talk. You know what I mean? They talk. You know, so we'll just have to say, man. But salute to Russell Westbrook. Wish him nothing but the best, man. You know, definitely a Hall of Famer. You know, definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer for real. Wow. And shout out to Amari Stoudemire making the Hall of Fame as well. I know Doc Rivers made it. The women's USA team some years ago made it. But shout out to Amari Stoudemire, man. He had a good 11, 12 years, and then you know his knee kind of gave out on him, and you know, such is life. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's all I gotta say. Alright, but yo, it's your boy outside, getting some breakfast right now, and I'm about to go head out and cop some more basketball cards. Just one more box, yo. I'm hoping I get something good, you know. Real talk, for real. I'm saying a lot of people. I'm gonna add this too, right, to the basketball card thing. I've been spending a bag on these cards, you know. I got some inserts, I got some good cards, but it's not really that card where it's worth stacks to racks. You know, I got some cards from back in the days. I know for a fact they worth something. You know what I mean? I know they worth something. But the cards, from what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing in social media and so on, and what people are getting, it's like, damn. And they getting it from blasters, they getting it from megas. You know, those boxes cost $45 to $85. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, good morning, champ. So those cards, I mean, you just never know, you know what I mean? One card, you know, listen, a good 50K and up, yo, you good. You know what I'm saying? You good. I mean, that's pretty much some startup money right there, you know. Start some shit and, you know, make things happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, man, you know, like I said, I'm definitely gonna cop one more box, and that's pretty much it. And we'll go from there. Alright, but once again, man, shout out to Russell Westbrook. You know, 18 years, got a lot of accolades. Did his thing, yo, he tried, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, your mental and your body, you know, it talks to you for all the time and all that. And like I said, you know, some guys with their egos, man, it's like, damn, man, I gotta do another year and whatnot coming off the bench. You know, some guys really be feeling some type of way about that on the low. All right.
That's you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You're ready.
All right, y'all. I'll holler. Peace.